Okay, so today is going to be a little bit different. Um, Instead of talking about a specific movie, I'm going to be talking about a director, actually, a very famous director. Um, so let's begin. So the director I'm going to be talking about is Denis Villeneuve. At first, I thought it was when I first saw. I know I'm familiar with his work, but when I first saw his name, or I've been pronouncing his name as Denis Villeneuve, which sounds kind of cool, but it's actually Denis Villeneuve. Try to remember that. Um, and before I talk about the movies, I did see what he said about Marvel about 2 years ago. Um, and I kind of agree with his opinion that it is kind of mindless because it's a copy and paste of movies, of the same movies. Um, but then I saw something interesting. I saw James Gunn reply to that saying that he thought superhero movies were boring, which is kind of ironic because he's the head of DC right now, of the DC creative team. Um, and he does have a lot of unpopular decisions that he's made with DC, but we'll see. And that's another topic to discuss. So, for Denise, sorry, not Denise, Denis Villeneuve. I'm gonna have to start remember that because I've always thought it was Denise, but it's Denis Villeneuve. Denis Villeneuve. Okay. So, even though he has many movies, many underrated movies, I will be only talking about five of probably the most popular movies that he's made that is well known. Um, and the five are Dune, Arrival, Blade Runner, Sicario, and Prisoners. Right? And the way I'll be talking about them is starting from most favorite to least of the top five. And before I continue with the ranking, I think all the movies are good. They're very good. Even number five is very, very good. All right, I would watch it again. He's just an amazing director. Um, so let's start with the specific ranking. So my favorite movie from his ranking is my third favorite movie of all time. Of all time, right? Arrival. Arrival. It is a sci-fi movie, which most of these are. Two out of three of the, two, three out of two of them are sci-fi movies. Um, it is a sci-fi movie. It is a slow burn, like most of his movies, but it is so. I think it's probably flawless for me, at least. I couldn't find one flaw with it. There was a corny line in the end when he said when the main character. By the way, this is all spoilers for his movies. But when the main character said, uh, "I didn't think I could find something as surprising," or sorry, it was something along the lines of, and I'm paraphrasing, the aliens weren't the most amazing thing I've seen. It's you, and that was kind of corny, but it was okay. I let it pass. So yes, the movie Arrival, the story, beautiful plot story, everything was beautiful, right? You were at the beginning, you didn't know what was happening, an alien invasion, and keep in mind, I watched this movie years before after it came out, right? I didn't see any trailers. I just went straight to it. So when I saw Alien Invasion, I thought the typical alien invasion movie, but it's not. It's more of a psychological alien invasion movie, right? And that's my favorite type of movies. Psychological makes you think, makes you question your morals, right? That's a really good theme. That's how you know the theme and the plot is very good. The acting, amazing, right? Amy Adams, Jimmy Renner, amazing. Other characters, amazing. And just simply, my favorite part of the movie was the theme of how language can unite, right? Or, sorry, not that's a weird way of putting it, but the unity of language, right? How communication through emotions is much, much much stronger than actual physical words. If you get what I'm trying to say, right? It's just very beautiful, right? And I might make a separate video on it because of how much I like it. But let me keep going. Blade Runner. It was a very I okay. I didn't watch the original, right? I watched this and then the original. So I I don't really want to compare it to the original, but it's way better than the original. Mm, it is. The setting is so beautiful, so beautiful, right? Very, very. I like those type of futuristic dystopian settings. It's beautiful, right? Although it didn't really go into depth of the lore of the place, the sci-fi place, it was still a pretty good plot, right? And I wasn't really that confused. A little confused, but not that confused. But that didn't really distract me from how beautiful the plot was, beautiful the setting was, and the theme. Again, um, these are the what I'm starting to realize is the theme of his movies is probably the strongest point because these movies make you think after, right? And that's how you know a movie's good. That's the goal of a movie to make you think after, right? And this theme is what is it like to be a human? What is a human, right? Feelings, emotions, thoughts, all of that just questions it and it does it so beautifully, right? Sicario is my number three. Um, Personally, I like those narcos, government agency kind of movies. So that's why it's very higher than the other two. That's probably yeah. I don't think people would agree with that, but I just like those type of movies, and this really hit for me. Acting was good, and the setting was good too. It was a simple movie, better than the other two I'm about to mention because I have a personal preference to um, those type of government movies. Prisoners, number four. Great acting, nice plot. Right? It wasn't really a complicated plot. It was just a straightforward kidnapping plot. Tense scenes, very tense scenes, and very beautiful. Right? I don't think I liked it because of the theme, because it was just a simple movie. It was more of the acting. The acting was amazing. Right? Each scene was amazing. Actors were amazing. And yeah. And then last but not least, is Dune. Alright. I think I don't think it was that good. I think it was a bit slow. Most of his movies are slow paced, but this one's kind of too slow, right? It was uh, it was good because of the setting and the acting, but it was kind of slow for me. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, even though, which is kind of ironic, I'm going to be using the thumbnail, uh, Dune as the thumbnail, right? The 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 picture of the sand monster coming out of the sand. I'm gonna use that because it looked kind of cool. It, okay, I'll admit it's probably the best looking out of all these, but I don't know. The plot's kind of slow for me. Yeah. Um, and yeah, that is my ranking: Arrival, Blade Runner, Sicario, Prisoners, Dune. Uh, and yeah. Uh, Let me know if you like those type of ranking videos, and let me know if you want me to go more in depth into any of these. I will definitely do Arrival. Arrival I have to do because it's one of my favorite movies. And yeah, see you next time.